Hello, welcome to this video. I have another video planned for next week that was going to be this week, but then um really I don't know, I've over the past several days and weeks just been thinking I have been considering doing a boil wash for Felicity, and then I decided, yes, I wanted to do it. I had the time to do it, so that's going to be today's video. So, when for the boil wash that I do, I'm very careful, especially because with Felicity, because she's an older doll and and pleasant company and can't easily be replaced or anything like that, and because she's like an heirloom doll through my family. Um, I want to be very careful that I don't damage her hair in any way. So I boil the water in a kettle, and then just before it actually comes to a boil, I'm gonna go and take it off and let it cool down for just a second. You can see Felicity's hair is actually already pretty shiny. Um, the difference of today's project is not as much in looks as it is in the feeling of the hair, because there is a distinct difference before and after of how soft her hair is and how it does feel a lot better after. So anyways, I've taken her hair out of the bun. Just to kind of try and show you guys, I've shown you the ends. They're a little bit more dry. Um, and now that my water's done boiling, and I've given it a few minutes to cool down, I'm just gonna go ahead and pour the water into this bowl. I have a towel under just for insulation on my counter, and also I'm using whatever I can today to avoid unnecessary like messes and cleanup. So I'm using this towel. I'll also have a towel wrapped around Felicity's body for her protection. I also wanted to mention, normally in my videos, I speed up um, a lot of the content just because sometimes it's repetitive or takes a while, but for today, I just wanted to have more of a chill vibe. I don't mind speeding up my content, and I'm definitely will continue to do that in the future, but at the same time, I just feel like there's so much overstimulating, fast-paced um material out there. So I just wanted to take a step back and just kind of have this chill video where I just show you what I'm doing, tell you about it. Um You can see here that I'm being very careful. I'm testing the water a lot. That's just because I'm afraid of it being too hot. Which it definitely wasn't. It was hot, but I could touch it with my finger without it hurting or burning. So um then I just made sure to dunk all her hair. However, I was careful not to get her pin curls wet because I recently already restored those. Um, Additionally, I cleaned her hair in the last restoration video that I did. So here I didn't need to worry about scrubbing it or anything. It was already clean of all the grease buildup that had been there before, but um, cleaning it out, it had gotten, I don't know, slightly dry, so I just wanted to do this boil wash to free up those hairs again so they'd be more soft. And I've just been very patient and careful throughout this process, making sure to get her hair wet um fully, but without getting her body or head wet. Um And then this is my final dunk, just making sure everything. I didn't get all of the very tops of her head. And you'll see in the final results that there's some spots on the top of her head that are n- not quite. boiled out, but I'm not bothered about that. So anyways, I'm just going and I'm brushing out her hair. When you brush, you want to make sure always, of course, to start from the bottom and work your way up. At this point, her hair is already free of tangles, so I'm just brushing through it normally just to check everything. I'm also brushing her hair over my sink. I have her sitting on this kind of towel rack and or I guess sorry, dish rack. Anyways, but I I just any excess water I just want to drip into the sink. And then I'm kind of playing around with Felicity's hair has kind of a natural wave to it, but this doll has never had a natural wave that in the time that I've owned her, very much of it in the ends. Although I do think after this final like step for now in restoring her, it some of the wave does come back and you'll see that in the final photos. So I'm just taking my time and enjoying brushing through her hair. And already, I mean, it's shiny because it's wet, but already I can tell that there's a significant difference. And now I've just laid her out to dry. I put a towel under her hair so that it doesn't get onto my table, and I'll just leave her for a while to let it dry. Alright, now I've come back to her hair. It's mostly dry, and I feel like you can see a world of a difference. The ends still are a bit um dry and stiff, but I kind of think, as far as I know, those like that's just the state of that, and it's not gonna be better without a trim, and I'm not planning on trimming her hair at this time, or possibly ever. I don't know. I just feel uh uncertain and generally uncomfortable about trimming doll hair. So I probably won't, but overall her hair is way more shiny and sleek now. Um I don't know if that difference comes across as well to you guys as it does to me, because a big difference is definitely in person, the difference in how it feels. It's so like soft as compared to before. Um, so I'm really happy with it. You can kind of see like the way her hair moves. It's a little stiff because it's still slightly damp in this video, but it's just moved so much more free than before, where it was just kind of a clump. So, anyways, here is a final look over her front to back. I feel like this dress, by the way, looks so pretty with her eyes. This is a dress that my grandmother had for her, and I actually think it suits her so beautifully, so lovely. And then here's her hair in the back. I also feel like maybe it's just me losing my mind, but I feel like the red in her hair is showing through more. Not that like not that it was under grease and couldn't be seen previous, but I just feel like the like now that it's clean and soft, you kind of enjoy like the auburn color of it a bit more. So here is a overlook of the back of her hair pulled into the ponytail. I think it looks way more shiny, and that like I don't know. For some reason I just feel like the auburn color is a lot more rich. Um and then here's from the front. I think her pin curls look really nice. The hair, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I feel like it's got a little bit more of that wave back to it. And then here's a comparison between before and after. Um, and like I said, it's kind of difficult to see not in person, but I don't know, there's just a difference, a pretty big difference, I think. I'm really happy with it. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave comments of anything you enjoyed or any suggestions. In the last video that I did, someone had suggested doing a comparison photo at the end of the before and after, which was really helpful. And that helped me make this video better by including the before and after comparison. So please feel free to do that. And leave a like if you enjoyed, and please subscribe if you're interested in seeing more content like this.